Hello, Long Cane Middle School. Hope everybody's doing well today. This is Mr. Giles coming at you. Today we're going to take some time and we're going to talk, and I'm really talking to the 6th and 7th graders because you guys are going to be registering for next year. So the 6th graders are going to be registering for the 7th grade and the 7th graders are going to be registering for the 8th grade. And there's some things you need to know. All right. First off, I want you to understand what all choices you have. I mean, this is super cool. At Long Cane, you get to have choices into some of the elective classes that you take. So we're going to talk about how you go about making those selections and what's going to happen in the registration process. So first thing we want to do is I want to everybody take a look up here. And what you're seeing is this is like your schedule. This is first 9 weeks, second 9 weeks, third 9 weeks, and this is fourth 9 weeks here. And you have 5 periods in the day. Now, this is not really going to be first, you're not registering for a certain class in a certain period. I'm just saying each day you have 5 classes. And I want to show you how this all works out so it'll make sense. So if you're going to be a 7th grader next year, so listen up 6th graders, if you're going to be a 7th grader next year, there are some things you're going to have to take. You don't even have a choice, okay? You're going to have ELA for the whole year. So that's what your schedule is going to look like to start with. And then you're going to have math for the whole year. So already we have filled up 8 of the 20 blocks. Next you're going to have social studies. But social studies is only going to be a semester. You have it 2 9 weeks. Okay? And science is also 2 9 weeks. I'm just going to put it right here. You may have science in first semester or second semester, but don't worry about that. All right. Science. And those are the courses that you have to have. Now, let's look and see what is left. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, you have 8 courses, 8 9 weeks blocks that you get to request the courses you want to take. Pretty cool, huh? Now, if you're in the 7th grade year and going into 8th grade next year, it looks a little bit different. All right, and here's the difference. Social studies in the 8th grade is not 2 9 weeks, it's 3 9 weeks. So we're going to say social studies there. And there's this other course that you have to take when you're in the 8th grade, and it's called Keystone. And that's 1 9 weeks. So we're going to mark this out and write Keystone. And what is left is, let's count them up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 8th graders get to request 6 elective courses, while 7th grade gets to request 8. Okay? And that's the way it works. So I just wanted to show you how many courses you can select or request. But let's say that you want to be in band or chorus. Well, band or chorus lasts a whole year. So that's actually 4 9 weeks. Okay, you got me? So if you're going to be an 8th grader next year and you want to be in band and chorus, and I hope you do, then this means this whole row down here becomes band or chorus. So you only get 2 courses after that. So you have to make some prioritizing and just determine what it is that you want to get into, because you only have 6 of these blocks, okay? So with that, let's take a few moments and let's talk about what actual courses that we do have to select from. All right, I know what you're thinking. You're like, hey, Mr. Giles, so we've either got 8 9-week blocks to fill, or we got 6, or excuse me, if you're a 7th grader, you got 8 electives. If you're an 8th grader, you got 6. So what electives can we actually choose? Well, you're going to be amazed. I'm fixing to show you something that really is impressive. If you are a 7th grader, you may choose between 41 different electives. If you're going to be an 8th grader, you can choose between 45 different electives. Is that not crazy? You have so much choice, so you get to do this, and you get to do it next week. So I'm going to start with the 7th grade courses. There are some 8th grade electives that 7th graders can't take. So I'll just cover the courses that everybody can take, okay, to begin with. All right. Now, they're categorized in different areas. For instance, there are language arts electives. All right. If you would like to be in yearbook, that is a 2-semester course. It's first and second 9 weeks. So that's going to take 2 of your blocks, okay? So if you're a 7th grader, that's going to take you from 8 blocks down to 6, remember? And with an 8th grader, that's going to take you from 6 to 4. We also have creative writing, which is a 9 weeks course. Intro to public speaking, which is a really good course, and you all need it. That's 9 weeks course. Digital communications, which deals a lot with the use of social networking and also digital citizenship, which you desperately need. And since you guys are so much into social networking, I think you would really enjoy digital communications. And a course called SAT Prep. The SAT that's a scholastic aptitude test that you take in high school to prepare to go to college. So it's a preparatory course to increase your SAT scores. All right, math electives. We have personal finance, which is just what it says. It's learning to manage your own money. And math lab. Math lab is for students who struggle in math to beef up those skills. The science electives are just outrageously cool. We have science support. We also have AWIM. You guys know what AWIM is, a World in Motion, where you do the super cool projects. And the 7th grade AWIM team goes over to Kia and competes. For 7th grade AWIM, that's going to be taught third 9 weeks. We have medical detectives, which is just crazy popular. Had over 300 students take medical detectives this year. Medical detectives is a forensics course where you examine crime scenes, do DNA testing, lift fingerprints, and determine things about like diseases and where they come from, and it's a lot of fun. Culminates in a big activity. This year's culminating activity was murder on an elevator. Oh yeah. And we have a new course called Science of Technology. This is going to be a cool course just like medical detectives. And I had to get the ask the Google what this course is all about. And the Google says students apply the concept of physics, chemistry, and nanotechnology to activities and projects, including making ice cream, cleaning up an oil spill, and discovering the properties of nanomaterials. So it's a science course where you're doing a whole lot of hands-on lab experiments and doing super cool things. That's Science of Technology. I encourage you to take it. The social studies electives, we do have social studies support. We have debate. You guys like to fuss so much, let's see if you can learn to structure that fussing into a debate. And also current events. In PE, we have health, we have, and all these are 9-week courses. Health, we have weight training, we have aerobics, we have team sports, and we have sports management. And we have volleyball. Now, a word on volleyball. Volleyball is open to girls only, and it's not open to girls that were on this year's A team. If you're on this year's B team, you can sign up for volleyball next year. If you're on the A team, you cannot. Volleyball is taught first and second 9 weeks. Now let's jump over there to the academic electives. We have Intro to Chess. Chess has become a very popular course here at Long Canyon Middle School. Mr. Wallace teaches it. You can go in his room and learn to play chess. If you already know how to play chess, you can hone those skills and become a chess master. And we have Ambassadors. Ambassadors is like a leadership course, and you have to apply to it and be selected. In the fine arts area, we have band. We have both beginner, intermediate, and advanced. We have chorus, the same, beginner, intermediate, and advanced. And these two courses are a full year, okay? And we have music appreciation. Now, if you're a person who likes art class, listen to the different art classes that we have. These are just going to be so cool. We have drawing, we have painting, we have sculpture, we have pottery, and we have printmaking. That is 5 different art classes that are available to our students. Under career explorations, we have Ag 1. A lot of students took advantage of that this year. Next year, we have 4 different Ag 2 courses. We have Ag 2 Horticulture, Ag 2 Forestry, we have Ag 2 Animal Science, and Ag 2 Plant Propagation. And you have to have taken Ag 1 to take Ag 2. But if you really enjoy all that, then this has 4 different courses you can take while you're here at Long Cane Middle School. We have Intro to Family and Consumer Sciences. We have Design and Modeling, which is a technology course that Mr. McCalla teaches, and they do lots of cool stuff. We have AV and Film 1 that Mr. Ross teaches to 7th graders. Now, if you are an 8th grader, you can take AV and Film 2 if you took the first course. We have Drone Tech 1 and Drone Tech 2. Drone Tech 2 is only open to 8th graders. We have Basic Coding. We have Exploring Marketing. We have Business and Computer Science. We also have a course called Computer Literacy. That's a whole lot of choices you guys got. That's super cool. We also have the Green Power Tech course where we build an electric car. As I speak now, they just got all their racing gear in, helmets and race suits today. They're getting ready to go to their first race in a little less than a month. We're going to get a whole new car next year, build another one from scratch. So we're going to have 2 cars, and we'll have another team when that means another class. If you're interested in Green Power, we'll hold tryouts for it in May, and then we'll get you hooked up if you're one of the lucky ones to get the Green Power course. Same goes with Academic Bowl. We'll select our Academic Bowl team in May for next year. If you're really interested in being in the Academic Bowl, go to tryouts. And if you get selected for the team, then that'll be your class. And it is a 2 9-week courses, first and second 9 weeks. All right, that's a whole lot of cool stuff, right? Now, how's this going to work? Well, you received one of these sheets on Friday. All right, one of them's 7th grade, one of them's 8th grade. So what you have to do is, down at the bottom of the sheet, there are lines. And in this case, it's 7th grade selection sheet, so there are 8 lines. Number 1 needs to be your first priority pick, the course you love the most. If you're like, man, I want to be in drones so bad, I don't care, I just got to have drones, put that down in the number 1 line. And we will do our very best to make sure that your first priority, you get it. If you can't, then we'll get your 2nd and 3rd and all the way down. This is an order of priority, okay? Now, if you love drone, you want to be in drone techs really bad and fly drones, you put down there around 7 or 8, I don't know, you might get it or you might not, okay? So put it in order of priority so we can try to make sure that we find out whatever it is you most love or really excited about, we want to get you in that course, because I just think that's the way we should do things. And then you're going to carry these sheets to the lab on Tuesday and Wednesday, depending on what grade you're in. And you're actually going to get online in the computer with your teacher there, and you're going to enter these courses into the computer. And you get to request these courses. And once you've got them all entered, then it'll take us a while to go through and actually put students in and make the classes and everything. And the way it works is we don't always get enough students in a course for it to make. In other words, if you want to have a course of Family Consumer Science, we don't have enough students sign up, then we won't have it. So we try to tailor the courses that we teach based on the demands of our most important clientele, and that is you, a Long Cane Middle School student. All right, now I've tried to go over these I didn't go in it in great detail, but I think most of you guys can manage with this. I recommend that you think about what it is that you want to have, and make sure that you don't forget this sheet signed by your parents when you come back to school on Tuesday. You have to have, well, actually on Monday, bring this sheet back signed by your parents, and then we'll go to the lab and get you signed up. You know, there's not many places where you can go as a middle school student and request classes. Hey, I want that elective. I want that elective. You know, back when you know, your parents and I were in middle school, you didn't get to select much of anything. You were just told where to go. So I think this is awesome that we're able to be this responsive to our students at Long Cane. With that being said, guys, you got to make some hard choices. You only have so many 9-week boxes to fill, and after that, that's it. So it forces you to choose what you love the most. I hope that you will consider being well-rounded. If you're like a technology person, you just love everything technology, consider asking for an art course just to get a little bit out of your comfort zone and see some things other than that which you're used to. It'll help you grow and expand your horizons and be a more complete person in the end. All right, guys, I want to tell you how much I appreciate all of you. This is the last week before spring break. I do expect my Long Cane students to be on their very best behavior and to work very hard. We are closing in on about 15, 16 days before we have the Georgia Milestones test. That's pretty close. So we're trying to be as intense about preparing for that as we can be and still enjoy the spring.